Hi there, this is Art and Such, and today I'm going to show you how to embellish a pipe cleaner snowflake using wool. You can use fringe wool or eyelash wool or even something soft like chenille. And this is pretty easy to make. This is an idea design of my mother's, and she asked me to share it with you. So I'm going to show you how to make one using 2 pipe cleaners and a kind of eyelash multicolor blue, purple, green wool. You can get this just at your dollar store or at a craft store, anywhere really. We're going to take our 2 pipe cleaners and cut them in the middle. So you will have pieces with of about 15 centimeters in length. And we are going to be matching up 2 of these small pieces towards the middle here. You want one side to be a tiny bit shorter, and the longer side is going to go over, around, and up in a twist. And we'll repeat this. And I'm only going to do this twice, but you can use all 4 pieces, or you can use more if you want it to be really thick. Just bear in mind, the more pieces that you add, the thicker it will be in the middle, and the shorter your pieces will get as you add them on here. And I'm going to just trim 1 or 2 of these to make it a little more even, because it's a little harder to do that afterwards. Now you're going to take your wool, whatever kind you're using, and find the start of it, place it in the middle. You can tie a knot or just kind of hold it here. I'll tie a knot just to secure it. Some kinds of wool will hold a little better than others. It's not too important. Now you're going to take your wool and you're going to wrap it around in a spiral all the way up to the top of one of your spokes. And it's okay if there are some small spaces between. The fringe is going to cover them, and we're going to come around a second time going downwards. So now we bring it around in a spiral fashion back towards the center. You can do this as tight or as loose as you want. You can leave spaces or keep it close. It is really up to you. When you get to the middle, you're going to pick another spoke and come up through your next spoke right to the very top again. And we're repeating this for each set, for each spoke of our snowflake. So this is kind of fun because you can, as you see, you can do it in multicolors. You can have two-colored wool, bicolored wool. You can play around with different textures. You can use different kinds of pipe cleaners, and really you can do this with any length of spoke, but I kind of like the way it looks sort of short here like this. Now if you're worried about it coming off the top, it shouldn't, but you can always bend your wire inwards, over, down, inwards a little bit to be extra safe. This is also a good activity if you want to make pipe cleaner spiders for Halloween. Maybe I'll make a separate tutorial when that time of year comes around. Again, we're just past it now, but there are definitely other applications you can use this technique for. Alright, we've got 2 more to go after this. As you can see, it moves fairly swiftly. And this is really great if you have a little bit of extra wool. You can see here I have about 1/3 of a ball left. So it's a good craft that you can do with almost any age group, I think, and use up that extra wool in a fun decorative fashion. Let's keep wrapping. We're almost done. 1 more. If it's easier, you can do what I'm doing here now and twist the whole snowflake as you go. Or you can bring your thread around. If you want to cut a really long piece and work with that, you can. I find it's just as easy to have the whole ball here though. There's my first piece. We'll get a little knot at the very end. If you have a nice fancy button or a clasp, a bead, if there's something you want, you can always add it in the center afterwards. When we get back to the middle here, we'll be there in just a second, you'll want to secure your string. I'm actually going to wrap it around in between all the pieces one more time. And I'm going to cut it. Now you can certainly leave it like this and have it hang. This is especially good if you're doing, as I said, like a spider kind of thing. But for my purposes here, I want this hidden. And what I'm going to do is bring it over one of my spokes, and just as you would do for embroidery or dream catcher, we've created a little hole. We're going to bring this under and pull it back through, bring this to the bottom and pull tight. We're creating a knot here. Again, let's put it over across, push it under, and bring that end up through that hole that we made. Pull it down. And you can trim off this excess, and if you find you have more fringe than you want, you can always make it shorter, have it closer to your pipe cleaner. And there is your bright and colorful snowflake. Thanks for watching.